I'm just going to talk about the group at first, and I'm going to talk about them individually just for a little bit. These guys have been part of the program. They know that I am a huge supporter of treating a team like a family, cohesive unit, working together through stuff. So I like talking about them together. Like, that's how they came here. That's how I want them to remember leaving, is together. And so this year we have 5 seniors. What, Ben? We have Kyle, we have Liam, we have Drew, we have Pablo, and we have Willis. All right? So this group has been part of some of the weirdest stuff that you're ever going to see in a school time. They were part of that COVID group that came in. Then their freshman year, whenever they started playing, was the year where we were under the restrictions of COVID, so it was one of those things where it was a weird deal. One of the things that was a restriction of tennis was you weren't supposed to touch the tennis ball with your hand when you were handing it to your opponent. So you're going to play tossing a ball, but we had some weird restrictions that year. So they got to start their career off like that. One of them even got to start their career off with a 2-week break or so. So it was a rough start to one of their careers. But these guys stuck it through. They've had a great career. They were part of the second year, winning a district championship, advancing until we lost to Bolivar. One of the better teams Forsyth's ever had. A great group of kids in that group too. So they got to see what it took to be successful in tennis from that group that we had. And so we have what I like to call the program, the family, and it's been handed down. So each step of the way we get better and better and better. And so now it's been their responsibility this year to take what they learned from that group from the last couple years, and they're handing it down to the group below them, which they have. They've done a great job being the leaders. This is their year. This is the year that they're the ones that are in charge of everything. They're the ones making a lot of the decisions. They're the ones that have their handprints, their fingerprints all over this team. And this team has been really good. And it's because of them. It's because of the hard work that they put in. This might be the group that wants to play tennis more than any group I've ever had before. And then you see it come through. Our juniors want to play tennis all the time. Our sophomores want to play tennis all the time. And now our freshmen want to play tennis all the time. And it's because of this group right here just wanting to go play. All right, and I am forever grateful for you guys, because not only did you take what that last group gave you, you've added your own spin onto it, and then you've handed it down to the next group. So you've been forever part of our program, our family, and I will forever be grateful for your time that you've spent with us, okay? I want you guys to know that individually and as a group. I am very grateful. Thank you guys so much for what you've meant to our school, our community, your families, and me personally as an individual, okay? We spend a lot of time together. I've gotten to know you guys really well. And so I am forever grateful to the parents that let me be a part of their life. I hope that I have given you at least one small thing that helps you throughout your life. If I did, then whatever time we've spent together has been worth it. And so whatever that is, make sure you take it with you. There's a lot of things you probably take from me that are bad too. I get that. Being over-competitive sometimes, I get that one. But know that you guys are always welcome here too. You guys have seen it through your 4 years, how many people come back to a practice, come back to our summer stuff, come back to a game. Like, we have a special thing going on in Forsyth, and it's because of players just like you guys, okay? So you guys are always welcome to come back. You're always welcome to come to summer stuff, practices, whatever you want to come to, you're welcome to come to it. Remember, you are once and always family, right? I've said that statement to you guys a bunch of times. If you're part of the program, you're part of the family forever. So remember that as you get older. If you need letters of recommendation, you need whatever you need getting bailed out of jail, Willis, you call me first, because I'm probably less likely to hurt you than your parents, okay? But you let me know, and I'll be there to help you in any way that I possibly can. That's how much I appreciate you guys, and I hope you understand that I'm willing to help you guys in the future. Just because you're graduating doesn't mean our relationship has to end. So anytime you need anything, holler at me, okay? So now we're going to talk individually for just a second, okay? And then we're going to get out there and we're going to do what these guys have done so well this year and play tennis. Hopefully end with another win and move on about our business. All right? First up, we've got a first-year senior. That's Kyle Bauer. I wish this guy would have played more than 1 year, because he's one of the most natural tennis players we've had. As far as like the very first day he goes out there, I'm like, wow, he's actually really good. Like, I wasn't expecting him to be that good. And then he goes out there, he hits with the other guys, he hits with the seniors, he fits in with everyone. He's been a nice guy to everyone on the team, giving people rides, giving people whatever they need. Just one of those guys that I'm proud that you came this year. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I know it's hard to come into experience where you've got a bunch of guys who've been playing for a long time and this is your first year. But I hope that you had fun. I hope you learned something, you know, maybe not even tennis, just something about life that you're going to take on and you're going to have that memory, this family that you're a part of now forever. All right, so I appreciate you, Kyle. Kyle Bauer. Yep. Tennis player, and that is Liam. Okay, he, unlike Kyle, didn't have the choice of playing before that because he didn't live here at that time. So then, whenever he moved here, he is, I promise you, one of the smartest additions we've ever had to a team or to our school. He is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet. He is gotten so much better. The guys that were here whenever Liam moved here can tell you how much better he's gotten over time. He fits in so well with everyone. He's nice to everyone. He will help anyone that asks for it. I couldn't be more proud of an individual and the man that I think he's becoming and is going to be in the future. And I think there's very bright things in his future, and I'm happy just to be a small part of it from an early age. So, everybody, that is Liam Roy. All right, the next three, I'm going to talk just a little bit together on them because they're four-year players, okay? This is a dying breed in school. Four-year players are a dying breed because usually what happens is if I'm not successful right away, I can go do something else that's more fun. Okay, I don't want to play JV. I don't want to be at the bottom of the lineup. And some of these guys were at the very bottom of the lineup as freshmen, the very bottom. And then got to be a part of a district championship team. Last year, a very good team, got second in districts. And this year, put ourselves in a prime position to go get another district title. So these guys have been through it with me for the last 4 years. And like I said, they had the rough start with the COVID stuff coming into play. And then they've just built from whatever they've seen in the past to become the leaders of the team now. They're all three big-time varsity contributors. We've got Drew, who's an individual district champion last year, and looking to build off of that this year. We've got Willis and Pablo, who spent a ton of time on JV those first 2 years. Then Willis joined the varsity ranks last year. Pablo right there, always at the cusp of varsity. And then this year jumps all the way to 3 and doesn't lose a match all year long. All right, so going first year playing varsity only to not losing a match at the 3, like I can't tell you guys how hard that is to do. Because usually you would try to move your way from like a 6 spot to a 4 spot to a 2 spot and moving your way on up. But he had to jump all the way to 3 because of the seniors we lost last year. So because these guys bought into it, because they played so much, because they were here, putting in good work, not just being here, but actually getting better every day, they've built a tradition that could be arguably one of the best teams in school history. And that's not just tennis, that's any sport. So I could not be more proud of a 4-year players that you guys have become, the men that you're becoming, and the leaders you've been for our team. Okay, I want to thank each of you. I want to thank you as a group. Like I said, I think of you guys mainly as a group because you're the 3 I usually come to for, hey, what do you think about this? What if we do this? What do we do this? Because your fingerprints are this team. Like you guys have become the program, and I hope you guys want to come back and be part of the program in the future. So we're going to go from Willis Bearden first. Good job, Willis. To Pablo Comer. To Drew Cohen. Once again, this might be our senior night, but this isn't the end of our season. This isn't the end of your career. This isn't the end of you being part of this family. All right? If you are like me, we still have a lot of goals to accomplish together. All right? This isn't the end. This is just the beginning. Like I always think of the postseason as the beginning of the real season, right? Everything else up until that point is practice to get us ready for that postseason. Well, this week, we're hitting the real season. And you guys have put in the work. You've earned the right to be the 1 seed in the district. You've earned the right to host our district Monday, Tuesday, hopefully if we win on Monday. You guys have earned all that by putting in this work, being good teammates, being good members of our community, being good students. You guys have represented us, you've represented me, you've represented our team well, and I appreciate you all. All right? But like I said, we ain't finished yet, all right? Let's finish this season out strong, and then let's celebrate together at the end. How's that sound? Seniors, do you have any words of advice you want to impart? I always open the floor for seniors.
Thank you,
Willis,
Paul.
you got something.
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
I mean, just enjoy it. It's probably the funnest sport we got here. So just enjoy it while you got it. Do your best.
Drew, what you got?
That's what I got.
That's what you got, Pablo. Take us home.
I guess just listen to your coach.
I like that.
Especially Paul. Paul's been big in our lives every year since like freshman year. and I couldn't be more happy to call him coach.
Yeah,
I
that's
appreciate
good.
it. And like I said, we're always
Yeah.
family, right?
Yeah, thank you, Coach.